Using real body camera footage, we break down how K9 units are deployed, how they track suspects, and why seconds matter during high-risk calls. This video contains real police body camera footage presented for educational purposes. Viewer discretion is advised. This is K9 Shep, a Belgian Malinois with the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, working alongside his handler, Deputy Nick Carmack, during a high-risk incident. On the morning of September 4th, 2018, deputies attempt to stop a vehicle reported stolen. The driver refuses to comply and flees. At this stage, deputies know only that the vehicle is stolen. The number of occupants, the presence of weapons, and the suspect's intent remain unknown. The pursuit ends in a residential neighborhood. The vehicle turns into a private driveway and stops near a fence. Two adults exit and run in opposite directions. When deputies approach the vehicle, they discover a 19-month-old child inside. Securing the child becomes an immediate priority. The child is removed from the vehicle and medically evaluated. No injuries are reported, while at least one suspect has already entered nearby yards. In residential areas, foot pursuits carry elevated risk. Visual contact can be lost in seconds, and officers may be exposed to ambush from behind fences, vegetation, or structures. Deputy Carmack deploys K9 Shep to manage distance and time. K9 deployment is about rapid localization, officer safety, and controlling unknown terrain. Body camera footage shows Shep immediately taking the track, clearing a fence without hesitation, and maintaining focus despite obstacles. Shep locates the suspect and maintains control until deputies arrive. This allows the handler to approach a stabilized situation rather than entering an unsecured yard alone. The suspect is taken into custody without further escalation. A second K9 team later locates the remaining suspect elsewhere in the neighborhood. This case demonstrates how police dog tracking reduces uncertainty during fast-moving incidents in populated areas. If this kind of real, unfiltered K9 body cam breakdown is something you value, consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow and allows us to keep documenting these cases responsibly. In the next case, the environment changes, but the purpose of K9 deployment remains the same: control, distance, and time. This is K9 Kilo, a Belgian Malinois with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office, working alongside his handler during a high-risk call. The incident takes place on Friday, August 25, 2023, at approximately 2:20 p.m. in Coweta County, Georgia. It begins as a routine traffic stop. Deputies attempt to pull over a vehicle for speeding, but the driver refuses to comply. A pursuit follows. To bring the pursuit to an end, deputies perform a vehicle intervention maneuver, intentionally striking the suspect's vehicle to force it to stop. The maneuver is successful, and the vehicle comes to a halt. The driver exits the vehicle and flees on foot. To prevent the suspect from gaining distance, deputies immediately deploy a police canine. This is where Kilo comes in. As the suspect attempts to escape, he climbs over a fence. Kilo cannot clear the fence, so deputies direct the dog underneath it, allowing him to continue tracking without losing momentum. Moments later, the situation escalates into a high-risk confrontation. The suspect, later identified as Anthony Richard Fields II, a 27-year-old from Snellville, Georgia, turns toward deputies and points a handgun. Deputies open fire. During the exchange, K9 Kilo is struck, and a deputy is also injured. The suspect is pronounced dead at the scene. What happens next is critical. Body camera footage shows deputies immediately shifting priorities, from pursuit to life-saving care. Officers apply canine trauma first aid, focusing on stopping blood loss and stabilizing Kilo on scene. This training proves essential.
All right, we're going to Sweetwater, Well, give me, take my gun. Here. They don't fit. I got a Smith. Get off.
Kilo is rushed to Sweetwater Veterinary Hospital in Palmetto, Georgia, where he receives emergency treatment. Both Kilo and the injured deputy are later treated and released. Kilo survives. His recovery and eventual return to duty is credited to rapid decision-making, coordinated response, and the first critical minutes of care. In the next case, we'll see a very different canine deployment, where tracking doesn't end with gunfire, but with a suspect hidden in plain sight. This is an LAPD Metropolitan Division K9 team. The dog's official name isn't identified in the footage, but you can hear the handler calling out to him during the search. So, for clarity, we'll refer to the canine as Plaz, based on how the handler addresses him while giving commands.
Put down all weapons, come out with your hands raised, and follow directions. If you do not, a police dog will be used to find you. When the dog finds you, do not move or you may be bitten. You have 1 minute to surrender.
There is no response. A Metropolitan Division K9 team is deployed. The dog is worked toward the rear of the property, where the suspect is believed to be hiding. He isn't visible, concealed somewhere in the back area of the lot. The canine locates him quickly, and almost immediately, the suspect begins to resist. A physical struggle follows.
Hey, let go of my dog! Let go of him! Let go of him! Clutch! Let go of him! Clutch! Hey, let go! Clutch! Clutch! Let go of him! Clutch! Hey, let's lethal! Let's lethal! Stop grabbing him! Clutch!
Even as officers move in, the suspect continues resisting and bites the canine on the muzzle. At that point, the contact becomes unstable. The dog releases, and the suspect manages to break free, taking off once again.
He's over!
Officers reposition, and the canine team resets and reinitiates the search. This time, the search is brief. The suspect is located, controlled, and taken into custody without further escalation.
Hold on! Don't run! Do not run! Get down on the ground! Down on the ground!
If you enjoy seeing both sides of real police canine work, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It helps support the channel and keeps these stories coming. This is Canine Dennis, a Belgian Malinois with the Phoenix Police Department, working alongside his assigned handler.
It was two guys, one black guy, well, they're both black guys, and he kept telling him, he's gonna die, nigga, you're gonna die. And then I just heard a gunshot right now go off. And when I looked out, there was a black guy running, and the other black guy is in 146, which is supposed to be empty. And he keeps going back over there.
This is the Phoenix Police Department! Who's ever inside apartment 146? Come out with your hands up!
Police later identified the suspect as 42-year-old Maurice Jackson in connection with the fatal shooting that had just occurred. At this point, officers were facing a high-risk and unstable situation. They did not know the suspect's exact location inside the building, whether he was still armed, or if he was preparing to ambush responding officers.
Phoenix Police, anybody inside, come out now, you're gonna get bit by a police dog.
Officers made the decision to conduct a search inside an apartment believed to be connected to the suspect. K9 Dennis was deployed first. On the body camera footage, Dennis can be seen moving into the apartment with his handler close behind. As Dennis and officers enter one of the rooms inside the apartment, the suspect suddenly opens fire. The reaction reflects both the seriousness of the situation and the deep bond between the K-9 and the officers on scene. While one group of officers focused on getting Dennis to safety, others continued to contain the suspect. Shortly afterward, Maurice Jackson fled the apartment and ran outside. He displayed a firearm and engaged officers. Police returned fire. Jackson was fatally shot during the confrontation. Later medical evaluation would confirm that the bullet caused serious injury to Dennis's upper body. Despite the severity of the injury, Dennis survived thanks to the immediate actions of his handler and rapid emergency veterinary care. Following his initial treatment, Dennis entered a rehabilitation and recertification process before returning to duty. After completing all required assessments, Dennis was cleared to return to active duty. This case highlights the critical role police canines play during high-risk operations. By entering the apartment first, Dennis helped shield officers from immediate danger and reduced the risk of additional injuries. A canine and his handler worked side by side for nearly 6 months before the dog was reassigned. Sometime later, the former handler stopped by the unit. No commands, no pause. The canine saw him, recognized him instantly, and ran straight over. All control gone, all joy intact. After everything you've watched, it's a quiet reminder. The job can change, the shift can end, the bond stays. A kangaroo unexpectedly challenges a dog and pulls off a move that looks almost professional. One owner tries to play a harmless joke using a giant teddy bear. The dog does not find it funny at all. The reaction is honest, immediate, and the game ends right there. A police dog refuses a collar, clearly feeling important today. Another canine leans in for hugs, no command needed. A puppy locks onto a toy and refuses to let go, getting gently dragged across the grass without surrender. One dog grabs the leash and jumps as high as he can, ready for a walk. Another carefully studies a letter, as if he knows it matters. Thanks for watching.